Hello there, this is the Voice of Faith Radio Church and my name is Akinsami Emmanuel. In this podcast today, I want to quickly address the issue of discouragement when beginning anything that is new. Now, discouragement comes in like a flood. First of all, it starts like a thought and then it graduates into an imagination if you are not careful. And the Bible is very clear about things to do. In 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5, it says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Hear me today. Now, there's nothing that is worthwhile that you want to do that will just come easy like that. I'll tell you why. Because good is not in the dictionary of the devil. And it's not in the dictionary of the discouraged. So the enemy, who is the systematic ruler of this world, would not want to see you do anything and bring it to completion. Now hear this. In Daniel's chapter 10, you'll find out that he was actually asking God for something, miracle. And the Bible says the day he began to pray, God answered that thing. But it was withheld. The angel bringing it was withheld in the air by the prince of Persia. And when eventually after 21 days, what happened? The Bible says the angel had to ask for a reinforcement from heaven. And then God now helped the angel by sending a reinforcement. And then the miracle was given to Daniel. Now listen to this. Meanwhile, Daniel never knew what was the cause of the delay. Are you listening to me? He didn't know why the prayer he prayed according to the plan and the purpose and the will of God was delayed. Hear me, that you are praying according to the will of God does not mean that it may not be faced with challenges. Okay? Discouragement is that challenge. Now, Daniel, from the day you started praying, the angel told him, God gave us the answer. But the angel of darkness, Satan, stopped them. And until when another angel was asked to go help them. Maybe you are there today and you actually want to pursue a dream of going to school, of starting a business, of traveling for marketing, business here and there, or whatever. And all of a sudden you start feeling some thoughts on the inside. It's always like that. It all begins with thoughts. Whether good or bad, it begins with thoughts. Now it is you that will now tell yourself, I've been there several times, and you will now tell yourself, look, man, this thing is of God. And I know that it's not for any selfish ambition. I'm doing it. I want to get it done so that it will be a benefit to me, my family, and people around. Now, the enemy will keep breathing discouragement. He will keep, suggestive some conversations. That's how it starts. And then you sometimes just hear the man started it and he gave up halfway. And that's why Jesus in Luke 14 was warning that he that wants to start anything called building or project should have it in mind, the things to complete. In other words, when you are starting, have the completion, have the end in mind. Walk with the end in mind, and then let nothing hold you down. Let nothing stop you. Man, I have lots and lots of examples I can give with myself. So today, I don't know what you have, been pursuing or trying to pursue, and it's been like an accolade task before you. Listen to this. You will not be the first. You will not be the first. It says, casting down imaginations in 2 Corinthians, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Now, when you begin to feel those discouragement thoughts, speak out. Look for someone that believes in you. Speak to the person. Let them rehearse your vision before you again. If it is finances that is not there yet, yes, rehearse the vision. Read the vision to yourself. Habakkuk chapter 2 says, write down the vision. That's why it's important to write down. Write it down. Look at it again. At times I felt like I have been wasting time and all of that. But when I read through what I did in the past, it said, look at how you started some time ago. Don't be discouraged. You can do it again and again. I want to encourage you today, do not give up on that vision. Rehearse it. Talk to someone.